Mr. Jovi Hernandez, and PLDT Group President and CEO, Mr. Al Panlilio. We would also like to acknowledge the presence of Chairman of PLDT and Metro Pacific Investments Corporation, Mr. Manuel V. Pangilinan. The Philippine Digital Convention 2021 will not be possible without the support of our partners from the world's leading technology companies. We would like to acknowledge one of our keystone sponsors, Cisco, and their representatives present in this call. OIC Managing Director of Cisco Philippines, Mr. Robin Lamas. Client Executive, Service Provider, Cisco Philippines, Ms. Charlize Pao. SP as a Channel Lead, Partner Organization, Cisco Philippines, Mr. John Ro Guray. Also joining us is our keystone sponsors, representatives from Nokia. Head of Nokia Philippines, Mr. Carlos Reyes. Customer Team Head of Philippines Nokia, Mr. Don Abad. Aside from Cisco and Nokia, we also have Huawei as our keystone sponsor, represented by President Enterprise Business Group Huawei Philippines, Mr. Todd Liu. PLDT Account Director Huawei Philippines, Mr. Ki Wang. Furthermore, we'd also like to acknowledge the presence of our diamond sponsors from Fortinet Security Philippines, Inc., Country Manager Mr. Louis Castañeda. Palo Alto Networks is the Country Manager for Philippines, Mr. Oscar Visaya. From Samsung Electronics Philippines Corporation, Business Unit Head for IT and Mobile, Mr. Jerry Paul Maños. Last, we have Salesforce's Vice President and General Manager for Philippines and Indonesia, Mr. Tassin Alam. Pleasure having you all here this morning. Last year's Philippine Digital Convention was a success, setting the bar for other virtual events that face the challenge of navigating a new and exciting arena and surmounting the restrictions set by a virus we barely knew anything about at that time. A year after, we are still in the middle of a pandemic, but we have all evolved. Technology is at the core of this change. It is changing the way we live. It is changing the way we work. It is embedded in the very fabric of our day-to-day existence. And in the face of this continuing evolution, this year's Philippine Digital Convention is sounding the call for a revolution. So to give us some highlights of this year's Philippine Digital Convention, let me call on the President and CEO of ePLDT, SVP and Head of PLDT and Smart Enterprise and International Business, Mr. Jovi Hernandez.
Thank you, Kathy. To our dear Chairman MVP, our President and CEO, Mr. Al Panlilio, my dear colleagues from the PLDT Group, our esteemed guests from our technology partners, to all our media friends, and to everybody else on this call, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. Yes, we are truly global. On behalf of PLDT Enterprise, it is my honor to welcome you to the media launch of Revolution, the Philippine Digital Convention 2021. We started this convention in 2014 with the goal of driving technological enablement and digital transformation. Since then, we have been bridging together industry mavens and thought leaders in the country and around the world to share insights on how to tread a successful path in business. We have gone a long way since our first Digicon, and so much has changed in the business landscape. But what has remained the same is our vision of making a positive impact on every single business. As we celebrate the 7th year of the Philippine Digital Convention, we at the PLDT Group feel as excited as ever. Central to this year's context is the continuing effects of the pandemic. COVID has disrupted the very fundamentals of life. The socio-economic pressures are painfully real and is felt by all. Some say it is a pandemic no more. It is now endemic to the very fabric of what we call life. Some say this is part of human evolution, but today we say, let this be our revolution. This year's convention is aimed at promoting a revolutionary shift in thinking. To harness technology and effectively navigate the new world of business, this revolution is mandating us not only to refresh our strategies, but more importantly, to rethink and rewire our mindsets and attitudes. We hope that this convention will serve as the executive mindfulness session for all our delegates, allowing them to see how we can harness the power of technology, not only for our business, but more importantly, on how we can improve lives for our countrymen. Because in the end, technology is intrinsically human. We hope that this convention will be the spark that will initiate our movement, our revolution. So Digicon will be a 3-day virtual convention. And coming on the heels of last year's novel way of presenting this event, we have seen that this format allows enough time for our delegates to learn from more speakers and to network with more business leaders, even from the comfort of their homes. While we will see the comeback of our unique virtual hall, which delegates can freely explore, the convention will go beyond just showcasing emerging trends, products, and groundbreaking services and solutions, but it will also be taking on an industry training focus that will enable enterprises to seek digital transformation. So from October 6 to 8, this year's Digicon delegates will expect a convention packed with 3 informative plenary sessions, an exclusive CEO roundtable discussion that features several cloud providers based in the Asia Pacific and the US regions. We have tech leadership forums that showcase today's top technology trends in big industries such as retail, business outsourcing, healthcare, and more. And of course, our fellowship nights to cap off each day, where delegates can enjoy musical sessions with online performances from some of the country's top artists. Likewise, the convention will also offer extensive networking opportunities for delegates and a virtual exhibit hall where they can learn more about the innovative innovations of our event sponsors. We are delighted to have the biggest names in tech and the most distinguished business leaders join our roster of speakers this year. These global personalities, including industry experts and entrepreneurs and luminaries, will be introduced by our first Vice President and Group Head of Corporate Communications, Ms. Kathy Yan, during the latter part of the program. We are also launching our latest digital offering called the Internet of Possibilities by PLDT and Smart to help organizations and enterprises leverage on the Internet of Things technology. In a while, we will show you a glimpse of this breakthrough service. As we count down the days to the 2021 Philippine Digital Convention, I invite every single business to come together and walk with us in embracing this digital revolution that is already unfolding right before our eyes. Thank you again for being with us today, and please, let's all watch this.
Certainly so. Thank from these leaders of the revolution. Let us begin with the President and CEO of PLDT Group, Mr. Al Panlilio. Good morning, Al.
Good morning, Kathy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning to Chairman MVP. And I'm very excited with the teaser that you just saw. Really looking forward to a great event, But let me begin by thanking our partners and friends in the media for joining us this morning. As you know, the biggest driver of PLDT and Smart's evolution is our commitment to innovation. Being the only fully integrated telco in the country, we have been leveraging on digital technology and our robust network to deliver world-class customer experience. Instead of merely keeping up with a fast-changing technology, we evolve and work hard to get ahead of it through continuous improvement. We will never stop looking for ways to serve our customers better. I'm confident that this year's Digicon will further our minds as we operate in a new network economy where we connect to other organizations within our value chain and exchange data, collaborate in business processes, and transact more seamlessly with one another. May it encourage us to co-innovate and spur the development of relevant solutions that will spark hope and confidence in the future of our economy, which I believe is already at hand. In the end, the goal of innovation is to create a better world for all, where technology is simple, accessible, empowering, and sustainable. I am proud to join everyone here at PH Digicon 2021's Digital Revolution as we reinforce our commitment to keep working towards realizing our goals and to never be afraid to take the step in the evolution of technology. Thank you again to everyone who has joined us this morning, and best of luck to our speakers and participants. And I'm looking forward to a great convention, digital convention at that. Good morning again.
Looking forward to it as well, Al. Thank you so much. You know, the success of every Philippine digital convention also lies in what you just said there about our valuable sponsors. So let's head now to our next speaker just to share a few words. Let's call on OIC Managing Director, Cisco Philippines, Mr. Robin Llamas.
Hi, good morning, Chairman, MVP, Al, Jovi, Jojo, Nico, all our friends in PLDT, partners and friends in the media. This year is very different. Yes, we're still fighting the pandemic, but as a testament to Filipino ingenuity, creativity, and resilience, this year has been about bouncing back. While there have been extraordinary challenges, there have also been extraordinary opportunities. The shifts we've seen are massive, especially in the way people use technology. It's not an easy environment to be in, especially for those who are still in the beginning of their digital journey. But if there's anything the pandemic did for Cisco, it is to cement the urgency and necessity of our mission as a company to power an inclusive digital future for all. We've launched many projects in the last years, but none more crucial than our Ugnayan 2030. It is our country digital acceleration strategy, partnering with government, industry leaders, and academia to help the country achieve greater digital resilience. There were a lot of talk about digital transformation last year, but there are many missing pieces before we even begin to consider ourselves digitally transformed. This is why we're focusing on building the foundation for digital resilience, to find the right solutions that will help equip the country to thrive in the digital revolution, regardless of disruption. And this is why Cisco is here with you today, because of our long-standing partnership with PLDT, has been instrumental not just in launching programs under Ugnayan 2030, but in helping Cisco deliver on our core mission. This year's theme, Revolution, stands for the collective experience of the country, a monumental change in the way the world works, the way we do things, and the way we think. As leaders in our field, Cisco and PLDT recognize our role in ensuring that this change moves towards progress, giving organizations and individuals access to technology that will help enable them to move forward, not just in the country, but be at par with the rest of the world. We know that the Philippines has that potential, and we will work together to turn it into reality. Not just Cisco and PLDT, but for all of us here at Digicon. We are all in the position to effect positive change in our country. And this is where we begin the digital revolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Llamas. And may we now call on the head of Nokia Philippines, Mr. Carlos Reyes.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so pleased and honored to be part of this forum. We and Nokia are proud to be together with the group of PLDT again in this 2021 revolution. We are committed. We understand this has been a very, very complicated year. The pandemic has impacted all our human possibilities, but looking forward, we in Nokia are seeing that fourth industrial revolution, a robust and reliable private wireless network, will help to catalyze the use of Industry 4.0. Technologies such as Internet of Things to deliver great operational productivity and efficiency to the country, key economic sectors, as well as realizing unprecedented experience for consumers via advanced fiber to the home deployments. We are pleased once again to be part of this PLDT group, Philippines Digicon 2021. It's an honor for us to help and collaborate in the digital transformation of the Philippines for the communities and the business. We at Nokia are committed to our customers, our partners, our communities. So we are more than pleased to be part of this event and honored to be with our technology here. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes. Next, we have the president of Enterprise Business Group of Huawei Philippines, Mr. Todd Liu.
Thank you, Kathy. Good morning, Chairman MVP and all the media friends. We at Huawei are excited to be part of this PH Digicon 2021. As many of us have observed, the pandemic has increased convergence of the digital world and the physical world, supercharging the digital transformation of industries. The synergy of ICT technologies will improve customer experience, productivity, and resilience to foster sustainable development of enterprises in Philippines. We look forward to partner with PLDT to sharing revolutionary technologies that will be the main driving force for industry development in Philippines over the next decade, as we advance into the intelligent world through this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Liu. Next to deliver the message is the country manager for Fortinet Security Philippines, Mr. Louis Castañeda. You're on mute, sir.
Hello.
Hi, you can go ahead.
Hi again, Kari. Good morning, MVP, Al, Joby, and the rest of the PLDT management, and all those participating in this event. Again, thank you for allowing Fortinet to participate in this momentous occasion. We've been working together with PLDT in providing the best products and solutions that we both can offer our target audience in our market and our customers. And we believe that this is an opportunity for us to showcase how we could work well together in providing the solution needed by the market today, given what's happening brought about by the pandemic. And I know a lot of businesses need cybersecurity as a core solution that they need to consider because of the changes happening in the way people transact and customers do their business. And there's a lot of areas that needs to be secure now because of, the threat landscape is also increasing and growing. So with that, Fortinet is partnering with PLDT in providing the best solution that we can offer the market. And hopefully we could work well together in bringing this revolution into the market. Good morning. Thank you, Kari.
Thank you, Mr. Castañeda. Next, we have the country manager of Palo Alto Networks Philippines, Mr. Oscar Visaya.
Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, MVP, Al, and all the PLDT executives. PLDT Digicon is really a very good venue to showcase innovations in ICT and cybersecurity that will help delegates explore broader technology options to drive their business transformation agenda and reinvent the way they do things for the better. So this is the reason why Palo Alto Networks, which strives and drives growth through innovation is always excited to be part of Digicon. So this time around, which is our fourth, we will be sharing at least 3 innovations to the delegates. Innovation that will bring enterprise-grade security to the homes and small and medium businesses. Innovation that will accelerate secure 5G and IoT adoption in healthcare in all businesses. And innovation that will simplify cloud security for financial services companies so that they can accelerate their business transformation without sacrificing customer trust and employee experience. And then, Kathy, I want to highlight that just last week, PLDT and Palo Alto Networks successfully delivered a cloud security project leveraging this innovation in one of the top fintechs in the Philippines. Thank you.
And congratulations on that, Mr. Visaya. Thank you so much. Up next, may we please hear from the head of the division IT and Mobile of Samsung Electronics Philippines Corporation, Mr. Jerry Paul Maños.
Thank you, Kathy. Good morning, Chairman MVP, Al, Jovi, and PLDT management and guests and media friends. So during this time of unprecedented uncertainty, it has become even more apparent how critical it is for companies to undergo digital transformation, mainly to survive, thrive, and to flourish. Long-term digitization plans had to suddenly accelerate implementation to the here and now. Thus, the invitation to the Philippine Digital Convention to join the digital revolution and evolution has come at the most opportune time to help all the more than 20,000 delegates from across the world to navigate through their own digital transformation. On behalf of Samsung Electronics, I would like to invite you to participate in this year's Philippine Digital Convention as a delegate, and more importantly, as a community. We are all in this together. Thank you.
And we certainly are. Thank you, Mr. Maños. May we now call on the Vice President and General Manager for Philippines and Indonesia of Salesforce, Mr. Dustin Alam.
Thank you, Kathy. Good morning, everyone. Congratulations to PLDT for hosting Philippine Digicon 2021. We're super excited to be participating in Philippines Digicon again this year and would like to thank MVP, Al, Jovi, and the entire PLDT team for giving us the opportunity to be part of this innovative event. PLDT and Salesforce have had a long partnership, and we're proud to have PLDT as one of our trailblazers. Salesforce is committed to continue to work together with PLDT and its customers to help and support our nation in this new business and economic landscape. And that means enabling success in work from anywhere world using Salesforce Customer 360 platform. Through our joint partnership, we are enabling small businesses, especially retailers, to become more resilient and quickly adapt their businesses to deliver new and differentiated customer experiences. We're also working with large enterprises to leverage new technologies such as AI so they can move with the speed and agility and transform their employee experience and their customer relationships. Lastly, digitizing our schools and revolutionizing the student, teacher, and alumni experiences. We're humbled by our joint success and look forward to driving more impact in our communities and provide more value to our stakeholders. Again, thank you for the trust, partnership, and we look forward to a great event. Over to you, Kathy.
Thank you, Mr. Alam. To all our dear sponsors, we greatly appreciate your support in this year's Philippine Digital Convention. Chairman MVP, might you have a few words to say?
Well, good morning, Kathy, and good morning to everybody, especially our 7 key partner sponsors, to our speakers, especially Charlize Theron, I think, who will be coming on the next hour or so. To our panelists, to all participants, our friends from media, thank you for joining us in this year's digital convention. Congratulations to Al and Jovi for organizing successfully this convention again. And I simply would like to encourage everybody to participate actively in this discussions, because that is the best way to learn from the latest trends in the digital space. So again, welcome and thank you for joining us in this year's convention. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Chairman MVP. Well, from October 6th to the 8th, the Philippine Digital Convention will be presenting a range of topics that will bring us to the heart of the next industrial revolution. These are some of the thrilling topics that will surely ignite a revolution in our mindsets and in our various industries. Revolutionary Technology is a panel discussion about the technological advancements adopted by global companies that emerged at the start of the pandemic. This panel features global leaders. You just heard from Chairman MVP of MPIC Group, John Harrington, SVP, Head of Asia Pacific and Japan of Nokia, Nicholas Ma, President of Huawei Asia Pacific Enterprise Business Group, Yasuo Suzuki, President of NTT Global Data Center, and Dave West, President for Asia Pacific, Japan, and Greater China of Cisco. The revolutionary change in the Philippine business landscape is also a panel discussion on how businesses have successfully outmaneuvered the disruption brought about by the pandemic and how they are continuously adapting their business models to facilitate growth and success in the better normal. Tackling this topic are Mr. Al Panlilio, President and CEO of PLDT Group, together with Filipino tycoons, Lance Gokongwei, President and CEO of JG Summit Holdings, Inc., Bernie Liu, Chairman and CEO of the Pen Shop Group, Christopher Paul, Executive Chairman of Century Pacific Food, Inc., Kevin Tan, Chief Executive Officer of Alliance Global Group, Inc., and Joseph Tanbuntiong, Chief Business Officer of Jollibee Group. And Be the Revolution is a look into the accelerated digital transformation of businesses and the digital revolutions they've undergone, triggered by the pandemic. This will be the keynote presentation of Mr. Jovi Hernandez, PLDT President and CEO, and SVP and Head of PLDT and Smart Enterprise and International Business. The Internet of Possibilities presents the exciting official launch of the PLDT and Smart IoT platform, led by PLDT's first Vice President and Head of Enterprise Core Business Solutions of PLDT Enterprise, Jojo Gendrano. For the evolution of industries, Enterprise Revenue Group heads Mitch Luxin, Victoria, and Bing Villarino will be presenting a look into the importance and impact of innovation on various industries and how it will ultimately advance the economy forward. The Director of TMT Research of Deloitte Canada, Duncan Stewart, will put forth his revolutionary predictions, sharing the upcoming technology innovations expected to revolutionize business models and business landscape as a whole in the next 10 years. And on the final day of the plenary session, the Head of Asia Pacific Research Practice for Global Data, Dustin Kehoe, will discuss the forthcoming revolution, where he will share a synthesis of the three-day convention, including commentary and insights from global data. This will also tackle predictions on the 2022 business trends that are extremely valuable to entrepreneurs across many industries. He will also be joining the panel discussion, Prepare for the Next Revolution. It's a deep dive on the emerging technologies, solutions, and opportunities set to further disrupt the technology and business landscape. Participating in the session are PLDT Enterprise Executives, Nico Alcoseba, Vice President and Head of ICT Business, Jojo Gendrano, First Vice President and Head, Enterprise Core Business Solutions, and John Gonzales, Vice President and Head of Enterprise Digital Solutions. They will be joined by Keystone sponsor representatives, namely Jeffrey Thomas Todicaran, Asia Pacific, Japan, and Greater China Region Lead Partner Managing Cloud Business of Cisco, Carlos Reyes, Head of Nokia Philippines, and Brandon Wu, CTO, Huawei Asia Pacific Enterprise Business Group. And those are just the ones you can immerse yourselves in during the plenary sessions. Throughout the 3 conference days, we will also have the Tech Leadership Forum, which will take place on the afternoons of day 1 and day 2, and in the morning of day 3. Valuable insights are going to arise from the breakout sessions headlined by choice speakers. Day 1 of the conference will kick off with a fireside chat with a global icon. She is a mother, entrepreneur, producer, and a multi-awarded actress. She is also the United Nations Messenger of Peace, founder of an organization that invests in the health, communities, and education of African youth. She is also the founder of film company Denver and Delilah, and one of Time's 2016 100 most influential people in the world, Charlize Theron. She will tell us about her revolution with a mission and highlighting the many facets and many hats she wears in her personal and professional life. At the center of all these discussions is an immensely important and vital platform that's going to be launched by PLDT during the Philippine Digital Convention. Here to tell us about it is Jojo Gendrano of PLDT Enterprise.
Hello and good morning, and thank you very much, Kathy. Let's just wait for the slide to pull up. There you go. So a very pleasant good morning to the members of the media, Chairman MVP, Boss Al, Boss Jovi, and to our partners and colleagues. So we're pleased to announce the launch of a platform that we strongly believe will revolutionize and transform the way our customers do business via the Internet of Things. So we're launching at Digicon, and we're extremely excited about the possibilities that this platform can bring. Before I go into a bit of the details, if I can share a quick story. So I was talking to my younger brother the other day. He lives in New Jersey, by the way, and that he was sending my niece to school by herself for the first time. So she's 4 and going to kinder. So they had so much anxiety in sending her off. And one thing that helped was a device from a company named Tracky. So that's tracked with an I. No bigger than an AirPods case, put in her backpack. It would show via an app her location, the route that the school bus took, how long it took to get to and from school, and also the speed that the bus went. So it can also send alerts based on speed and if ever the device went outside a selected area. So this company claims to have over 1 million customers and 20,000 very positive reviews on Amazon, my younger brother included. So the same device can be used for many other applications, from elderly tracking to vehicles, especially with teen drivers. There's also pets, luggage, and maybe even someone's partner. So the fundamental technology that makes all this possible is IoT. Next slide, please. So simply put, IoT pertains to anything that is connected, that collects and transmits data so that a desirable action or outcome is obtained. So in the Philippines, we've seen a multitude of applications from logistics trackers, payment terminals, digital workflows, which replaces paper-based processes, and smart factories, to name a few. We see more than 1 million devices already on our network, and we believe this will grow tremendously over the next few years. Studies from Gartner and Statista predict 17 million in the Philippines by 2028, which we think can be a lot more than that given the billions of connected devices projected globally, and also the digital aptitude of the Philippines, which was further accelerated during the pandemic. This then stresses the importance of value creation areas that IoT adoption will also accelerate and make enterprises more competitive. It will redefine skill sets, it will deliver proven cost savings, or it has delivered proven cost savings. It will enable enhanced and actionable insights, and which then increases revenues and or profitability. Next slide, please. So the IoT platform, or what we call the Internet of Possibilities, helps ensure that this revolution happens. And we're proud to announce that this platform, the first in the Philippines, will formally go live in Digicon. So we thank our valued partner in this journey, Nokia, who we truly believe has a world-class global platform that together with PLDT and Smarts Network, and in a lot of cases also ePLDT solutions, can unearth so many more use cases similar to Tracky, and help revolutionize enterprises and make them be more resilient. Next slide, please. So at its core, the Smart IoT platform, sorry, if you can go to the next slide. One more slide, please. Okay, so at its core, the Smart IoT platform delivers these 3 main capabilities. So it gives the user full control over a subset, or all their connected devices up to the millions. The user can then decide when to deploy and deactivate, push policies, assign a data plan, all from a simple but powerful UI. The user then has full visibility, tracking usage and consumption behavior, among other things. And it also provides rules and notifications that can be set to enhance the manageability of the connected devices. Next slide, please. We are excited on the use cases that the IoT platform can unlock and accelerate. So we'll just mention a couple of examples. So the logistics sector is the current use case leader with a 57% and growing penetration rate of fleet management and telematics applications. There's a lot of vibrancy also around smarter factories, where help is needed to transform and differentiate, as 58% of decision makers say in this area that IoT is a strategic necessity. Some analysts say that the take-up of 5G-aided IoT will more than double every year. IoT also helps empower the cashless economy, where cashless now being seen to persist even after the pandemic. IoT also makes cities a lot more manageable with accelerated growth in developing countries, right? And connected cars also are here and will continue to be here and grow in a big way. Next slide, please. So the IoT platform also enables business model innovation, where we have 3 flexible rating and charging capabilities that are truly fit for IoT. So there's the typical fixed monthly plan, where with the data buckets fit for the specialized and optimized IoT use cases. There's data pooling, which allows a multitude of devices to essentially share one plan. And there's pay-per-use for devices that stay dormant more often than they need to be active. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So we believe that a combination of these features and capabilities will have enabled entities like Traki to further innovate and scale. So we're excited that the possibilities that IoT will unlock for both consumers and enterprises. And we're hard at work on the next set of capabilities that will pull in non-SIM-based devices, a rich device ecosystem, and best-in-class APIs to unlock more and more use cases. And so with that, we're delighted in having you join us in the launch of our IoT platform, the Internet of Possibilities, and discover a whole new world of possibilities with IoT. And would like to enjoin all to watch this short video, and thank you very much.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you wanna feel paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you will be free if you truly wish to be. Come with me,
It's here.
and you'll be
It's here?
in a world
It's here.
of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination.
It's finally here.
The first in the country.
An all-in-one platform that allows us to push IoT concepts further.
Now, the possibilities are within our reach.
The Internet of Things are your wearables, trackers, transponders, monitoring devices, sensors, and other connected devices used for a multitude of applications.
It's making cars, appliances, and many more smart.
But for us, it's beyond connections.
Beyond technology.
Beyond our imagination.
The PLDT Group opens up new possibilities for IoT.
We bring you a platform that will enable you to have full control and visibility to up to hundreds of thousands of connected devices.
With a simple-to-use online interface, you will now be able to effectively oversee the connectivity and usage of your assets.
To ensure optimum performance, increasing operational efficiency, and decreasing costs.
It's a powerful tool that is set to transform the way IoT applications are deployed and managed in the country.
What we all thought was impossible is now possible.
This is the Internet of Possibilities.
Imagine being able to manage thousands of different types of devices, from trucks, sensors, meters, smartwatches, wearables, and all other things in one portal. Activating those devices anytime, anywhere, all on your own wasn't possible before, but now it is.
Imagine being able to keep track of your data consumption in near real time. This platform will enable you to see the data usage of all your devices in the same portal, which makes it possible for you to better manage your connectivity and make data-driven decisions, all in a single user interface.
Imagine monitoring all your online wearable gadgets and making sure they stay online and connected, all in a single UI.
Imagine smart factories and smart farms.
Imagine deploying your own IoT plans depending on your need. You can choose from among fixed monthly, data pool, or even pay-per-use models. Now, managing your devices also means managing costs as well.
All that now possible beyond just imagination.
The Internet of Possibilities. This breakthrough all-in-one platform opens up new horizons of opportunities where technology meets human capability.
Internet of Things, we say Internet of Possibilities, as we build tomorrow's smarter future today.
First in the Philippines, we bring you a platform that empowers all Filipinos, revolutionizing the way we live and work. A milestone for the PLDT Group and for the country.
Join us as we discover a new world of possibilities.